as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Tackle made by Kevin.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Bridgewater winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Being chased out left. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield.
God.
And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stopped him a yard shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And past the 30 down to about the 27.
Derrick Henry, the ball kick.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A game of 3 yards.
They'll run. It's Henry.
4th down.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
Yo. You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the
Big.
gap,
Are you on the phone?
decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into
Nah, I ain't know if she was on the phone and shit. I ain't want you to say nothing stupid because you're on speaker and shit. Like, yo, what's up, nigga? Dick, what?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points. They've got to recover their charge.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
Nigga, like 7 years. No, I had a Jersey license and Jersey everything. I just had Cali plates.
Also showed confidence in the defense.
No, I didn't register my car because my car wasn't registered in Jersey. So in Cali, all I needed was just the sticker for the back of the license plate, and I just had to make sure it was smog. But in the state of New Jersey, we don't do smog tests.
lose yardage back to the 29.
My girl was asking, I was like, I saw her, so I
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here.
That's you never got pulled over, because the first thing they ask you is, you got a jersey?
Nah, I've gotten pulled over. It's just because I was military. I was on military orders, so there was a rule that you had to get your car registered in Jersey within 90 days from the time you moved to Jersey. But that was because I was military.
First of all, she's worried about
So
insurance.
Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long.
Honestly, it's about the same because Cali drivers and Jersey drivers, they fucking suck.
They both assholes.
Yeah.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll air this one deep for it. It got his man. Complete. And all the way down to the 35.
That's why you call me, nigga?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? He had Cali plates for like 27 years.
Yeah, nigga, I just switched over to Jersey plates like last year, nigga. I've been here since 2012.
The first thing you did was look at the car and you was like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left.
High School told me that she missed up in class.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's
I'm
another
playing
first
Madden. Where you live at?
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember where your mom lived. I was just there last week.
accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Oh,
This is McCaffrey. And he'll
yeah.
get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense.
I got you.
And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on the quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
All right.
But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature. To make sure.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
I guess.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
I'm like, y'all should try Mercury.
Joey Slide in the for Carolina.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 7.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Derrick Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's brought down by...
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
They'll run for it with Henry. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Titans 7. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield, too.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
His pass complete to
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Henry. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis from this first half. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
at the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Game at 14. Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even 1st half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range.
Oh,
and the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I can't see you. What the fuck is that?
Play action now. Bridgewater sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. McCaffrey. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Henry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They did a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
And coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A 1st down carry for Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
taken down at the...
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On third down, Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Tennessee.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on 4th down, out-trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
Oh, what the
tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
10 at the 47-yard line.
So, first,
here's McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
Oh, my
and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Play fake. Bridgewater. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Bridgewater to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Bridgewater to throw it. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's brought down. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Trying to power it in with Arma. And he stopped immediately there. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Again, they go with a fullback Arma. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback in the final minute. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game 24-24. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. That's good for 28 yards.
And the Titans
on first down. Henry. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. In on the stoppage to hear Whitehead.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
First throw in overtime for Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So 3rd down coming up. But Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he is in for the score.